welcome back to the channel. Back down by the river again. I've been away for a few weeks, picked up a bug in Puerto Rico. I think I'm finally getting over that. Today we're going to talk a little bit about one of the most common rocks I see down here by the river, and so enjoy. Thanks for coming back. I picked up 5 promising looking rocks in a dry riverbed and thought it would be nice to get them wet and take a closer look. I've seen a lot of rocks that look similar to this one in the Wenatchee River. I'm looking forward to trying to figure out where these are coming from. I believe this rock is from the same formation as the rock that we just looked at. I know the crystal sizes are quite different, but there's probably an explanation for that. Oh my gosh, look at this one. What a beauty. Another beautiful rock. I love these rocks with the green in them. I'm going to learn more about what these are and where they came from. I just love the look of the blues and greens in this rock. Can't wait to find out which formation it came from. I don't find these granitic rocks very interesting looking, but there are a lot of them in the Wenatchee riverbed, and the story of how they got here to this river valley drainage system and where they came from and what the mountains look like that they came from is quite interesting. This is the beautiful Icicle Creek Valley. I'm standing at one of many popular climbing areas located here. Climbers love this granitic rock as it is hard and a bit coarse. It makes for good, reliable handholds and a solid base for driving in bolts for rappelling or belaying. It's also quite resistant to weathering and forms nice vertical walls. This particular climbing spot is called Pearly Gates. The granitic wall we just looked at is part of this massive Mount Stewart batholith. A batholith is a very large pluton which forms when magma underground solidifies without reaching the surface. this magma underground cools slowly and creates large crystals. Eventually, the pluton may reach the surface due to weathering of surrounding rock and or uplifting from below. Let's take another look at the maps that I used in episode 4. Again, this is the complete drainage system for the Wenatchee River. When we overlay a geological map of this area, we can get a sense for where the granitic plutons are located. This helps to explain why there is so much of this rock in the Wenatchee River. While I don't find the river rocks that come from this formation very interesting looking, there is no denying the stunning beauty of these mountains. If you would like to learn about the geology of Washington State, I suggest you visit the website nickzentner.com. Nick, a geology professor at Central Washington University, has put online an impressive body of work about basic geology and specifically about the incredible story of Washington State's geologic history.
Like 5 miles thick or something between Matt McClincy and Aaron Donaghy's work and others? You're not going to make a basin, are you, if you just do this? There's no basin here. Like, we have to, don't we have to pull the crust apart somehow?
I have watched many dozens of hours of his material, and I highly recommend it. Okay, let's look again at our geology map of the Wenatchee River drainage. I would like to point out a few formations. This Chewacum schist was originally deep ocean sediments. It was added to the North American continent approximately 120 million years ago. The Ingalls terrain is a 162 million year old basaltic ocean bedrock that got shoved on top of the younger Chewacum schist. The Mount Stewart Pluton invaded these formations around 95 million years ago. And the word on the street is, all this happened in Mexico before this all migrated to the Pacific Northwest. I know, that's some crazy stuff, right? I'm telling you, the story of Washington State geology is wild. But here's the point I want to make about these granitic plutons. While they are certainly the most physically impressive features of our landscape, the rocks they spawn into the Wenatchee River are, to me, visually less compelling than most of the other rocks found here. Okay, before we move on, one physical feature of these rocks I do find interesting are these bits of rock within the granite called xenoliths.
We're back to a granite diorite. Again, cumulate rocks, so we don't know exactly what the magma composition was. Maybe it's a little bit closer to a magma composition in this case, so meaning that there's not too much accumulation of minerals. But you can see that this magma has been moving through another type of rock. This is now much more mafic, so you can see that again the mafics are the dark minerals, so that's biotite and amphibole, and here you've got much more biotite and amphibole. So this magma picked up probably a related cumulate and brought it somewhere near the surface, and so this chunk of rock has been floating around in this magma, but you can see that it was probably quite hot because there's a reaction zone around this xenolith with this magma. So there's you can see that, in fact, most of the mafic minerals have been reacted away in this little zone right around the xenoliths. So there's been some reaction that's dissolving the mafic minerals, and probably they're growing in here and they're being dissolved away from here.
I collected today's rock of the day in mid-February during what appears to be the first hatch of spring. I'm sure the fish that are getting active after a cold January will be very appreciative. I can't tell you for sure what today's rock of the day is, but it looks to me, with my limited knowledge, that it might be an ultramafic deep ocean basalt that's gone through metamorphic events and changed into this beautiful rock that we're looking at right now.
What type of granite is this?